God just gave me a revelation about Memorial Day. I put out a video about it, about a dream I had. All right? Let me tell you. Let me just summarize something real fast, all right, and put everything in context. Because if I don't put it all in context, you might get lost. So, according to Psalm 110, Jesus comes in the order of Melchizedek. Melchizedek was on earth as God's high priest for 1,000 years, essentially, okay? It's in my book, the details. All right, so Jesus comes in that order. Then the Lord told me, he does 1,000 years for the order of Melchizedek, and then he brings 1,000 years in for his own glory. Now, on November 2nd, 2023, I was in the shower cleaning myself, and the Lord spoke to me. And he said, this was the day after the Shekinah glory came. The day after it left the Vatican and came into my house, okay, when the Pope took his crown and threw it on the ground. At sunset on that day, it became November 2nd. Well, when I woke up in my time zone, this is when the Lord spoke to me. He said, Mark, I want you to count forward 2,400 days. So, okay, Lord, I count forward 2,400 days. It just so happens that it completes itself 2,400 evenings and mornings on 26 Lyar 2030. The next day is 27 Lyar. Now, I can't make this stuff up. I'm not smart enough, okay? The revelation just came. Now, I already know this. I wrote it in my book. Noah ascended into the ark on 27 Lyar. Read the Greek. And Jesus ascended into heaven on 27 Lyar. Noah descended from the ark on 27 Lyar. Jesus, according to the 2,400 days, he will descend on 27 Lyar. That is man's eternal judgment when the earth is destroyed and everyone goes to the eternal home. 27 Lyar 2030. Now, the Memorial Day revelation. That was just a brief summary. When you start at 2,400 days on November 2nd, you start counting down. Memorial Day, there's exactly 2,191 days left. That's exactly 6 years until 27 Lyar 2030. Jesus is according to the reign of the sun, 365. Now, this is interesting. 27 Lyar this year is June 4th. And when you count down from 2,400 days, 27 Lyar this year, there's exactly 6 years left according to the 364 day year, which encompasses all creation, all the planets going around the sun, not just the earth. And when you're a God, you count your whole creation. This is very interesting, my dream now, all right? Because go back and watch it. I was in the cab of the truck, I didn't know it was moving. It was jump out the last second or die, go over the, and watch the dream. And then the next part of the dream, it was Memorial Day. It's the only time I've ever had a dream where I remember a day, all right? And it was Memorial Day, and it was a big traffic jam. Interesting. Now, I think that the day of the rapture is 27 Lyar. But it could be Memorial Day. Both days are 6 years exactly to the end of the 2,400 days. You understand? Memorial Day is exactly 6 years according to the reign of the sun, 364. And 27 Lyar, June 4th, is exactly 6 years according to all creation, 364. Did I say 365 for the reign of the sun? Maybe I did. That's what I meant, 365 and 364. Whether the Lord returns on one of those days, I don't know. I think he might return on 27 Lyar. I think he might return on June 4th. Now, this is interesting. I keep getting delayed, all right, and leaving my house. And the Lord spoke to me. He said, Mark, your house is going to sell, because he told me previously it wouldn't. Mark, your house is going to sell. You do not need it anymore. Okay? Now, first it was supposed to close on the 17th, and then it was supposed to close this Monday, which is, I don't know, 21st, 20th, something like that. It's delayed again. I got an issue with my well. The house may close around Friday next week. All right, just a couple days before Memorial Day. Memorial Day's on a Monday. If it closes on Friday, you got to understand closing, drive to Philadelphia, all right, maybe Saturday, Sunday, all right, that time frame at midnight. I'll be out there worshiping God. That's what he asked me to do. And I'm going to be saying the bridegroom is coming at midnight. This was all something the Lord told me to do well before any of this happened. It's interesting that this is working out the way that it is. Say what you want. God does everything perfectly and at the right time. Essentially, it's possible. I could get there like the day before Memorial Day or the day before that, 1 day or 2 days before. It's possible. And here I will be saying the bridegroom is coming. And it's supposedly the most dangerous city in the world out there at midnight. Okay, Philadelphia. Interesting. Read Philadelphia in the book of Revelation. I don't know what all this means. The Lord could come on Memorial Day. He'd catch everybody by surprise. Just like the dream. I was caught by surprise. I was going over the edge. Okay, and I jumped out from my life. You know, and then there was a big traffic jam. And we know if the Lord takes people, there's going to be big traffic jams. It's going to be chaos. All right? Because all the children will be gone on the face of the earth. No more elementary schools. No more middle schools. Nothing. Now, people will still be able to have children. I wouldn't recommend it. It's going to be horrible. Okay? So, it is what it is. This is the revelation. I'm telling you guys, think what you want. I am just being accountable to my Savior and the revelations that he's given me, which I've had no control over. You understand? Zero, nada, nothing. I'm not smart enough, guys. I'm telling you. But no one can ever say in the history of mankind, or even since Jesus' time, that 2,000 years is up, according to the 364. And I'm telling you it is. 1,000 for Melchizedek, 1,000 for Jesus' own glory. I'm just telling you. Nobody has ever could ever say these things. But the Lord gave it to me. And now, you have it too. And any way that it goes, you have no excuse. Share the video. Give me a break, huh?